It doesn't matter. That's an accessible door for people that have paid. Just because I didn't come down this hallway does not mean that I did not pay. Call the police, and that's why I'm recording you. But that it was racist as hell.
Welcome back to Cheverisimo, where I react to anything and everything on the internet. Let's get right to it.
Hey, what's up, guys? Today's video is Who's the Karen? Is it the Indian guy behind the front desk here, or is it the black woman behind the camera? Let's get right into this video.
It was racist as hell. It was 5 or 6 other white people that were sitting at that table. You didn't ask not now one of them. What's your name?
My name is Raj.
Okay, so what you told me I don't have a room here? Oh, you did not.
Yes,
No,
I asked you,
bullshit. Bullshit.
Ma'am, are you staying here? I asked you.
No, bullshit. Say something so we don't talk over each other.
Yeah,
You approached me in that breakfast area. You said, before you said anything to me, do you have a room here? I said, sir, good morning to you. Did I say good morning to you? Yeah. I said, that's not how you fucking approach people. I said, I do stay here. You said, no, you do not. I said, yes, I do. I said, how do you know how do you know I don't stay here? You said, because I don't have a key. I said, I don't have a key.
So far, she's super aggressive. This dude's demeanor is very calm, relaxed, and she sounds like she's the one who's the aggressor so far.
You said, I'm sure you don't have a key. You came from the front door. I said, check that motherfucking camera and see where the fuck I came from before I came through that front door. And it doesn't matter. Now I have a room. No, because you're full of shit. And that's why I went and got my phone. Because when I told you to check them cameras and see where the fuck I came from, you would have seen I came out of a room. Because I came through that front door, that's an accessible door for people that have paid here, correct? So did you check your cameras?
I haven't checked it yet.
Okay, do you know if I have a room here or not?
I don't. That's why I asked you for a room number.
So did you ask anybody else that sat at that fucking breakfast area and asked them if they had a room or not? It doesn't.
Now, she's using a lot of profanity here. He's being very respectful, like I said. I don't think that he came at her the way she's saying he did, just off of the demeanor that I'm seeing right now, right in front of the camera. He's coming off as somebody who is very professional. Maybe he did ask her, because she checked in prior to, him working that shift. Maybe it was like somebody who was working in the front desk before that. So it's a normal question, I think. I don't think she's in the right so far with what I've heard.
It doesn't matter. That's an accessible door for people that have paid. Just because I didn't come down this hallway does not mean that I did not pay. Call the police, and that's why I'm recording you. But that it was racist as hell. It was 5 or 6 other white people that were sitting at that table. You didn't ask not now one of them.
How is it racist?
Because you addressed me and not them.
Yes, there's been here since 8 o'clock, ma'am.
So because you didn't see me come in, I came in the middle of the night because we have been driving. So you can't tell me. What you should have did was your due diligence and check that camera and see where the fuck I came from before you approached me in that breakfast area.
First off, I feel bad for the guy who's working behind the desk. He doesn't seem like he deserves this. She seems like the aggressor. She's obviously pulling the race card in this. Even he said, he's like, it's not about race. I don't think it's coming off as that. There was a video I did before with the Indian Karen where he went up to the guy saying, what are you doing in my neighborhood? That's a clear case, right? That's like, it doesn't get any more clear than that. This case, though, it seems like he's super professional, very polite, and I don't think he meant it in that kind of way from what she's saying. So maybe he just didn't know and he's just asking. And she could have said, you know what? Yeah, I have a card here. I am staying here. It's not a big deal, right? To ask someone that, especially the way he did it from what she's saying.
The building and came to the front so I could get breakfast for me and my child.
Yes, ma'am. I apologize.
Change your approach on how you approach people, especially early in the motherfucking morning and on a holiday at that. You approach people and you say good morning. You say happy holidays. And if you don't celebrate it, I respect it. But you're going to approach people the way that you approach any other human being. Did you or did you not tell me that I don't have a key and you knew for sure I did not have a key? Was that appropriate of you? Was that appropriate of you? Because here's my motherfucking key right here. So
okay, so listen. So he said, I don't think you have a key, because maybe he did ask her, do you have a key here? And maybe she said no, because coming off of what I'm looking at, what I'm listening to, obviously she sounds very aggressive. Maybe she wasn't complying. I mean, sometimes the easiest thing to do is just say, you know what, yes, I am staying here, right? Just to kind of squash any kind of, argument that could start from just denying it and expecting them to know, even though maybe he didn't see her come in. So, yeah, with that said, he may have said that in that case, so I could see where he'd be coming from in that regard. I try to be fair and balanced with everything that I watch, Is
that appropriate of you to say that?
No, ma'am.
A happy Thanksgiving and have a good fucking day.
What? Now, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that she was in the right? Do you think that it was a case of racism? Or do you just think that maybe he was just asking because he just wanted to know, right? Leave your comments in the comment box. This next video says, why are most Indians racist towards black people? Let's get right into it.
One day when the country is no longer facing an economic crisis, or one day when the country is free of corruption, when we are ready to talk, when you are ready to sit down and talk about real-time issues that we are facing, we'll be able to sit down and talk about the amount of racism that most Indian people have towards black people. This might not be a popular opinion, but I know whoever's watching this video knows what I'm talking about. This thing has been going on for the longest time and people are not addressing it. Instead, we sweep it under the carpet. But it's been going on for the longest time.
Do you guys think this is true? Do you think that he's correct in saying that most Indian people are racist towards black people? I personally don't think so, because obviously I have a lot of friends who are Indian or of Indian origin who are like born and raised in Canada. So they're Canadians, but of Indian origin. I don't think so. But again, maybe he has a different experience in his life. He sounds like he's from Africa, possibly South Africa, maybe East African, like Kenyan. He has that kind of accent. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. I have no idea.
I'm not talking about just the recent incidents that happened in Phoenix, the Phoenix massacre or anything. I'm talking about a lot of things. It's been happening for the longest time. How many times have you met one of your brother or sister or auntie or even your neighbor who works for Indians or who works in Makishini or my Indians? How many times have you heard them talk about how evil they are?
Evil?
How badly they treat black people? How much they see us as slaves or animals instead of human beings. This thing hasn't been addressed in South Africa for the longest time. People don't...
Okay, he's talking about South Africa. There is a huge, sizable Indian population in South Africa. I had a classmate of mine, actually, who was a South African of Indian origin, and he was really kind. I mean, so I guess it's, you know, everyone has their own experiences.
I want to talk about it. I don't know, maybe it's because of the affiliation that the government has, or the former government, as they say, has with certain Indian businessmen and business people. But we need to start addressing the situation. I'm talking about a lot of things. Even in religion, ask our fellow black brothers who decided to take Islam as their religion. Ask them how the treatment is from their fellow brothers in Islam who are Indians. Ask them about the treatment. Ask them about how much most Indian people would rather pay you through food, last week's food, instead of giving you like money, like as in real money.
Now that may be something super different from, I think, the Western perspective. He's obviously talking about it through the South African perspective. So maybe they do these things over there. I'm not familiar with that. But as for, you know, Canada, the US, the West, I don't think somebody would pay you with food. They'd pay you with money. So again, maybe that's the case where he's from.
Ask anybody who works for Indian people how much racist they are. One day we'll be able to sit down and discuss that issue, that dilemma. We'll be able to talk about that disease, the hatred that most Indian brothers and sisters have for fellow black people. Like, I really don't understand this. I don't know. History people will correct me if I'm wrong. But as far as history books are concerned, black people, Indian people, colored people, we were all the same in the eyes of the oppressor, our former apartheid government. We were all the same. So I don't understand why most Indian people will be racist towards black people, because we are the same, guys. They've got the K word, we've got the K word, you know? So I don't understand why they need to be racist towards black people. It's appalling. It's distasteful. It's crazy.
Well, that's it for this video, guys. What do you think with what he said? Do you agree? Do you think that the majority of Indians, Pakistanis, people from South Asia are racist towards black people? I know that a lot of Indians from the southern part of India, even certain parts of Pakistan, because they were once one country, Bangladesh, you know, Sri Lanka. Some of the people are very, very dark skinned, sometimes appearing black as well too. So, I mean, sometimes they look like they may be black as well too. So are they racist towards black people like he's saying? Do you think that's true? Do you think it's not? I'll leave you guys to answer that in the comment section. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.